How you doing? Very quick one. We've had lots of wonderful people sending lots of messages say to us, thank you very much for the boards, and they're out on the boards and they're loving them. But we have had a couple of you ask about how to inflate and attach a leash and a US box fin, which is kind of fair. We don't put instructions in. I guess we assume that it's kind of easy, but when it's your first time, it's not. So what we're going to do today, very, very quickly, so as not to bore you, is we're going to take these, deflated, inflated, green pump, matches the hat, inflated. What I'm going to do is going to just give you a quick how-to on how to attach a hose to a pump, attach a pump to a board, start pumping and deflating. And in all, it should take about a couple of minutes. So if you want to know, stick with us. If you think of anyone that would want to know and doesn't know, get them to attach or join, whatever they call it. And if you've got a question, ask it. And I'll do my best to answer it at the same time. But bear in mind, I'm a man, and that classes as multitasking. So we don't do that very often. I'll do fall over. Right, so let's get onto it as quick as possible. Right, here we have a pump. Here we have a nice hose. We're going to attach, I'm going to turn it round very quickly. Ready? Stick with me. Right. This is proper beginner stuff and well worth knowing. So, black bit, goes on tight. So, give it a good twist so you know it's on there. Yes? Right. We go to the deflated board. What you got here is your valve. A nice little springy bit in there. Moves up and down. You see it? Goes up and down. This thing twists. Now you can see that went up. Now it's down. If I twist it, you'll see it. Ready? Pop up. That is how you want your valve when you're about to pump it up. If it is down like that, it will, when you disconnect this part of the hose, you'll lose all your air and all that hard work. So make sure this twisty thing is nice and high, higher than the board. Yeah, so it's high. I can't run my finger across that because it stops. When it's down, I can run my finger over the top of it. Bad finger. Right, so twist it. That goes up. This bad boy goes in. Try and do it out of the sun. It will sink in. Yeah, it can't go any other way. It will sink in. If you try and put it there, it's not going to go in. Even up hard I push, it's not going in. It's got to sink in nice and smooth. As soon as it goes in, give it a little twist, clockwise, around the clock. That is attached. That is going nowhere. So now, you want to inflate to between 15 and 22 and a half. We say 22 and a half. It can go to 25. We do 22 and a half, just in case they're out there on this nice hot day. It's going to expand, there's air in it, so we try and keep it down just to prevent any damage. But anyway, back to it. There's your gauge. Red numbers are your friends. Yes? 5, 10, 15, 20 psi. Where it says about 1.5 bar in the black, that's where you want to go to. All right? That's maximum. But even me, and I'm 12 and a half stone on a good day, I'll go to 15. That's all I need. 15 and we're golden. So back quickly. Right. So we start pumping up and down. Nice and easy, and the ball will pump. I'm not pumping all the way up, don't leave me. Right, this little thing here, it's got on it, and I suppose you can see it now to the sun, it says single action and double action. That means single action, when you lift the pump up, you're breathing in the air, you're pushing it in the board, but you're breathing it in. When you twist it to double action, around, nice click. When you lift up, it's putting air in the board. When you push down, it's putting air in the board. So, your choice, whichever you want to do. But I go single action because I'm a wimp and I'd rather take a breath. So you pump and you pump, and this is as easy as it gets. It takes a little bit of time. It's a good workout, and ultimately the end of it means you can eat chocolate or whatever your little sin is. Once you've finished pumping the board, take it for example, it's like that now, not like this. You twist the pump anti-clockwise, lift it out. That little beauty there is stopping all your hard work going anywhere. And then you attach this. It's got a nice little silicone valve wash around it, stop the air coming out just in case anything happens. You put it in, you put it in, it's got to go in to the bottom, and then you twist it clockwise. It is that easy, and it is that simple. So make sure that's up. Golden rule number one, you can't get your finger across it, and then once you've inflated it, get that back in. Right, thanks Dave, nice love from Dave. Right, now getting back to it, I'm going to show you deflation now. So even though I've done these boards and I've sweated and it's hot, I'm going to deflate it for you, because that's what we do. Stupid really. Right, here we go. So back to the boards. This board is now blown up, all good, nice and solid, nice and rigid, all good. This is now at what, I think this is at 17. It is rock solid. This board is as hard as it gets. They are great. 22 psi or above 15 means they are solid. They are solid. So it is at 17 psi. So it's fully inflated for what I need it for. I've taken that valve out. Do that again quickly, sorry. So that valve's come out, no air coming out. That is because that's all the way across. Watch this, ready? Are you ready for this? For those who haven't done it, make sure you're not around people or apologise after you've done it, because it's loud. Ready? When you push that valve down, your air is coming out. It's loud, but all the time it's across, it's not coming out. So these are your boards, these are your valves, these are the things you need to look after. Keep clean, and as long as you're not throwing them around, they're going to last forever. I don't know if you've noticed, these boards got these nice big black things on them. That means they're older boards. These boards that you see here, this one in particular and this one, are nearly 3 years old. And the reason they're 3 years old and they're open is because we look after them. Rule is get them out of the water, take the fins out. If you get home and they're fully inflated, superb. If not, unroll them on the grass, give them a little bit of a hose down, and then roll them up once they're dry. But just give them a little bit of TLC. Everyone loves a bit of TLC, even the boards love a bit of TLC, no matter how hard they are. But these little beauties on the trampoline, I don't go on it. Too big, fat. These little beauties will last you a long time because they're made to. So as long as you look after them, they'll look after you. So the rule of it at the moment is look after this part of your board, because it keeps you afloat, and that's what we want. So very briefly again, make sure before you blow it up, before you connect this hose, before you connect that hose, that's up. Otherwise all your hard work's going to flow out. But even when it's fully inflated, it's going to give you a little bit of a hiss, just to let you know. Ready? We're back in, and it's good, and it's not going anywhere, and you can pump and pump and pump. Let's just have a look. How much is that inflated to? Right there. It was, as I said, just a 17. Right, do you have any questions? Anything you want from me for now, for inboard inflation, fin insertion? I'm going to show you how to attach a leash soon. What else is there? I'm going to show you how to roll it up. We've had some people ask about how to roll it up. Start, very quick one, start nose first. Nose first, nice segments, keep it nice and neat and tidy. Nose first, always best. But other than that, I can't think of anything else to tell you. And James, yeah, make sure you want to have a go. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going out soon too. That's why I didn't want to let it down too much. So if you've got no questions for me, it's a beautiful day. Sun is shining. Look at that, look at that. Right, get out in the water. Don't watch videos anymore. This is stupid. Get off of Facebook, get into the sea. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And you might see me later, you might not, but have a great time. See you.